Alright, so you said you want to start out with Bayle, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
That sound good to you?
Alright, I'm good with anything, really.
Okay.
Because we have Bayle, we could also explore around this whole area, or upwards. Or we could go back to Bellarat, because I think that might be the seal that was broken earlier. Remember when it said the seal was broken?
Yeah.
But we can do any of those. So if you want to do Bayle, let's do Bayle. Oh, well, that was quick. Nice.
Way to start?
Yep. You know, over the last few days, doing 10 push-ups each death, my arms have been pretty sore.
Oh, I can imagine. You've done a lot of push-ups.
Yeah, every mark on that paper that's not me trying to put together the story, badly, mind you, is a tally of me dying. That's a lot. What's interesting to me is that killed us back when we started. Like, that attack used to be enough to kill us. Now it's not. Which doesn't really make sense to me because we didn't increase our health by that much. And this armor is actually worse than Commander Neil's.
Huh.
I don't know why that is. I do know that the Erdtree actually do this. Ah, I got hit by it again. I forgot. I think the Erdtree blessings that we pick up increase our health and defense. I didn't remember that at first. But that would explain it, I suppose. So I'm wondering now, do you think his leg is his weak spot? Like the stump?
Yeah, kind of like Demon of Hatred had a couple weak things. The whistle. Well, I think that was his big one.
Yeah.
So, that being said, you know how we kind of hesitated to use it?
Yeah.
I kind of hesitate for you to hit him in the foot.
Okay, well, he didn't react to it when I did just then. I'm really looking forward to what Bayle's going to do in the second phase. Because so far, I've been failing pretty badly. But we are still in phase 1, and I am, like, fully confident I understand everything in phase 1. Except for this one. That one still gets me sometimes. The rest of it is just a matter of me doing it properly. Oh, I managed to show Erin this fight yesterday. She let me show her Elden Ring of it. So that was really fun.
Yeah. Change of heart.
Yeah. It's mostly because I asked her, because you know how I mentioned that I thought there might be a Game of Thrones inspiration?
Oh, yeah.
And George R. R. Martin also originally worked on Elden Ring. So I asked her for that. But then beyond that, she also wanted to see Godric the Grafted too.
Oh.
So that was fun.
Yeah. What'd you think of that?
She was like, oh. Oh, he has a lot of hands. Which is honestly a fair, that's the fair response.
Yeah.
He has a lot of hands. It's accurate. think next attempt we're going to get to phase 2. Oh, that might have been phase 2 just now. Well, it certainly looks like it. Huh. Also, what's funny is that doing 10 push-ups each...
Sounds like my voice message.
Yeah. Trying to speak is the true boss fight.
Seriously, it is.
I don't even remember what I was going to say originally. Seriously, what were we talking about just now?
Push-up?
Oh yeah, it's funny, the more push-ups I've done, the less it hurts to do more push-ups. Because my arms are just sore to the point where I'm not really feeling it. Oh. Did kind of a Moog pose just then. I need to remember that there's not really an opportunity to hit him twice, no matter how much it seems like I might be able to. The camera is kind of making me a little dizzy. I think I'm supposed to be navigating it a little better. Okay, I think... Okay, no, maybe this isn't phase 2 because he still has a large part of his health bar. But I didn't see that attack before, like, in our previous 10 attempts. Or maybe it's something he adds in only when he gets to a certain point. Like, at 3/4 of his health, he adds in that attack. Maybe also the attack he just used, because I don't really remember him using that before. You know what he's kind of making me think of? Okay, not sure what exactly I can equate it to, but his right wing, so you know how his left leg is kind of messed up.
Mm-hmm.
I think both of his wings, like, clearly they're also messed up, but it looks like his right wing was sharpened into a sword of some kind. Like he sharpened the bone of his own wing.
Yeah. And that's what he predominantly uses, that one.
Yeah. Looks like the other bone is also kind of sharp.
It does. It also looks like it's shorter.
Yeah. So it makes sense why he's not using it as much. Like before, I thought he was just, you know, kind of using his wing. I'm just now realizing that it's a sword.
He just gets cooler by the minute.
Yeah. Okay, this must be phase 2. Oh, yeah.
Oh!
Okay, that's
my God.
That's awesome.
way cool.
Yep. I'm wondering if we could get an aspect of the Crucible porcupine needles from the hippopotamus. I wonder if we can get some kind of aspect of the Crucible wings from this guy, if he just used wings like that.
Ooh.
Because I do know that that's the one thing the Crucible Knights use that we're not able to get. The wings. So it'd be nice if they added that in the DLC.
Oh yeah.
That was one of the things that I was most hoping they would add in the DLC. I thought I should have avoided that. Oh.
You probably should have avoided that.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing. Because you've already done, what, 30 in the last 10 minutes?
Yeah.
So, if you're starting to get tired from push-ups, we can go back and do a couple other things and then come back.
No, here's the thing. Here's the thing
only
about
been 10 minutes. Full day's workout.
Me doing 10 push-ups is my punishment for not being good enough.
Okay.
So if I'm not good enough, I shouldn't get a break.
Okay. Fair enough.
In addition to having a kind of mode-like horn thing, he also looks kind of stereotypically satanic. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do.
Which makes me think that, like, in addition to everything else, they're laying it on really thick that Bayle is a malevolent force.
Which he's not.
Which really makes me think that if they're laying it on this thick, they never let us know anything in these games. So it has to be some kind of trick.
I think so. Or maybe they're really messing with us and they think, they think that we think that we...
The ultimate mind games.
Uh-huh.
This is like this is how I am in rock, paper, scissors. Like, I cannot, for the life of me, not overthink rock, paper, scissors. And I'm bad at it, too!
Because you're overthinking it. Like a voicemail. I also wonder, in addition to his leg, wonder if the sharpened point of his bone isn't also some kind of weak spot. It would make sense. If I had an exposed bone, like, if I just had any part of my body that's not naturally meant to be exposed, that is exposed. Yeah, but look at the way he's using it. If it hurt, if you hit it, then he wouldn't be pounding it into the earth the way he is.
That's a good point. Frantic rolling is always good strategy.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't look too weak to me.
Yeah. so far, the Divine Beast Dancing Lion killed me 20 times, and Rolana killed me 27 times. Dang. Didn't think it was that many. But,
It was a lot.
yeah. But, so Bayle is catching up to them. I certainly got to both of their second phasers faster than I got to Bayle's. I got to Rolana's second phase on, like, the second try. It's just that second phase is really tough.
Do you remember how many tries with Melania?
Ooh, it was somewhere over 50.
But that was more. But you conquered the first phase pretty quickly.
Relatively.
Yeah.
I would say it was probably like 10 tries to take down the first phase. And I mean, I knew there was, unlike a lot of people, I knew there must be a second phase coming because the first phase kind of seemed too easy. Which I know is not what you'd think when you think of Melania. But, I mean, relative to what Melania is doing in that first phase. Considering how tough she is in her first phase. Oh, I mean, everything she throws at you in her first phase, I just kind of figured there must be a second phase. It's really funny though, looking at a lot of people on YouTube who didn't know that Melania would have a second phase, who took like 30 attempts getting past her first phase.
Oh.
The reaction was probably my reaction when the Royal Revenant showed up yesterday.
Oh.
Just the exasperated scream of no.
No.
Also, I think I just kind of forgot that I know how to deal with this. Because I know how to deal with this, I'm just not doing it.
Okay, so you need my coaching. Don't forget.
Oh, okay. Bayle also looks, like if you look at the dragons in Elden Ring, a lot of them look more bird-like than reptile-like, but Bayle also looks way more reptilian than a lot of the other dragons in Elden Ring.
He does. I still think he's cute.
It's funny, because I know for a fact that's not what the developers were going for, but he is.
He is.
Oof. So in addition to everything else we've seen so far, what's your current theory as to basically everything?
Okay, so I think that Mesmer, of course, was trying to I think he started out corrupted. I don't think he became corrupted.
Honestly, that's what I'm thinking too.
And
if he was a child of Queen Marika and he was actually like, unlike Morgott and Moog, having more influence from Marika than from Godfrey. It stands to reason that he would be evil.
Yeah, just from the get-go. And so then somehow these two, him and Bayle, became introduced, connected. And I think at one time, I don't know if they were working together, but they weren't enemies. And then something happened, and there was a duel. And I think it was Mesmer that hurt his leg.
Mm.
And I think that, I think everyone is kind of, oh, let's see, now where does Marika come in? Or, I mean, Mikola. Mikola comes in.
I think Mikola, probably given everything we know, he probably came here after the cocooning, which makes me think it was a lot later in the story.
Okay, and then maybe he was trying to bring Mesmer back to reality and goodness, or trying to fix every bad that he did, maybe, because they're calling him the good.
Everyone is considering Mikola to be the good one, yeah.
Right, so he's probably trying to come back and like bring order to the place and kind of try to fix everything that Mesmer was doing. This guy, basically, he's kind of been told by everyone, or everyone's been influenced to think he's just rotten to the core, but he's not. Maybe he's the scapegoat.
I'm also wondering, because this place is like the land of shadows, and seemingly dead people tend to end up here. Like, it's in some manner the land of the dead.
Mm-hmm.
I have to wonder if he's a sort of Grim Reaper figure. Or, well, Malekith, we know, is like the Grim Reaper in the main game of Elden Ring. But I have to wonder if he's the dragon equivalent of what Malekith and the Deathbirds and the Black Flame used to be.
Oh.
Because we know that the Dragon Lord Placidusax was the dragon equivalent of Godfrey, and also kind of the dragon equivalent of the Two Fingers. So I'm wondering if there's also an equivalent where this guy is the dragon equivalent of just the concept of death or something. Because he visually seems to fit that, and it would also fit the idea that he's not really evil, he's just doing what is natural. And it also fits in with his kind of satanic appearance, I suppose.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, that time he wasn't even anywhere near me. Oh. Doesn't look like it should have hit me. Also, I know I've mentioned this before, but this is probably my favorite music of the DLC so far.
I really like it too, yes.
We haven't even really got to see the second phase of Seek of the Devil.
Wiggle.
Yeah. Ooh, and his arm is just constantly on fire, lightning now. You know what this reminds me of?
You just survived that? Oh my goodness.
Do you remember the Demon Prince in Dark Souls 3?
Uh-huh.
That's what he's kind of reminding me of now. And the Demon Prince is also a sympathetic character. He's using it multiple times in a row now. I don't know whether I'm laughing because it's so cool or because I'm stressed. I mean, both.
That's way cool.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry you're dying. And I'm sorry you have to keep doing pictures. That's way cool. It's one of those, I'm not disappointed when you keep dying. Unlike some, it's like, oh, please. Just kill him. I can't go through this again.
Right.
Like that tree guy.
Oh, yeah, the Cursor on Greatwood. Yeah. Well, I don't die to him, so that's the good news.
Yeah, we'll just get rid of him real quick.
Yeah. Alright, now question. Mm-hmm. Do you want to now try going somewhere else?
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Actually, I kind of do because I want to keep being able to go back to that, actually.
True.
You know?
Yeah.
So maybe we just keep fighting him a couple times.
Yeah.
And never beat him, so that we just keep going back.
I'm fine with that. Also, Ansbachs seems to have left this place. I noticed when I scrolled over the map.
I don't feel it. It's broken. Kind Mikkela's light is gone. But I stand tall. Together, we work. Together. For Mikkela the Kind. I don't know what to do. Our mother abandoned her brood. She did not love us. We are her children. What should we do? Must we be sad forever?
Put it behind you, remain sad forever, or I don't know.
Put it behind you.
Maybe that's kindly Mikkela's love. Love for all the unloved. Love to banish the pain. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Kindly Mikkela's light is gone. If we take a look around, it looks like Freya and the tortured guy, Egon. Looks like neither of them are there, and nor is Ansbach. So we're missing a few people, and we don't know where they are.
So, what did we do that made them leave? Is it because we took out Renala?
Do you remember when it said somewhere a great rune has been broken and a powerful charm with it?
Yeah, so maybe that had to do with it.
I think that might have somehow been us breaking Mikkela's light. Because if it said a great rune has been broken, great runes are like these. Like Godric's Great Rune, Radahn's Great Rune, Morgoth's Great Rune, Mohg's Great Rune. Like all of their special runes. So if Mikkela's Great Rune was broken, like I didn't even know that would be possible, but that would have to mean it was taken from him. Were we supposed to do that? Well, I'm assuming that's just a natural progression of this.
Maybe we broke the game.
I hope not. I don't think so.
Well, you have before, right?
Yes, but I was able to immediately fix it. Like, it wasn't a permanent thing. Like, and when we broke the game with Big Hat appearing where he wasn't supposed to, Big Hat Logan, it still didn't break the entire game. Also, so
that would be funny if you, like, no one's ever done that before. You killed Mikkela.
Mikkela, the programmer's like, Mikkela died, we didn't even program this.
That wasn't supposed to happen.
Yeah. Alright, I'm thinking we should explore around...
Where we broke the ruin.
Yeah, around this place, the Scadu Altus. The name is really interesting because Altus Plateau is the whole area around the capital city, Lanedale, in the normal Elden Ring.
Oh.
So the name Scadu Altus really makes it sound like this is some kind of variation of Altus Plateau, rather than being its own specific place. Maybe Altus Plateau is just the name of any place that contains one of those trees or something like that. Scadu Altus. Okay. Now this is Scadu Altus. It's like from the castle we were at before, the Shadow Keep. We could look for the church district in the Shadow Keep to try to use that key that we got before. We could try heading off to the east to one of these places, either this, what looks like a greenhouse in a lake, or this odd looking thing. We could try going over here to what looks like a little island, or we could try going southwards to this building.
Okay, my two first picks, so you pick between my first two, is going to the greenhouse lake part or to the church for the key.
Okay. We don't really know where exactly the church district is, so if we explore around this place, I'm thinking we could just find the church district, or we could find the way out. So...
Another locked door.
Yeah, and then from the way out, we could try to find, like, if it's the way to the east, then we'll just have found the way we're supposed to go, I suppose. Now, we were in the storehouse before.
Yes, and you said you didn't want to be here.
Yeah, I didn't want to be here, and I don't want to be here. But we went downwards last time.
Yeah, and those things were there.
Yep, those hot things.
Yeah.
This time we're going upwards, so hopefully they won't be here.
Hopefully.
Also, it looks like we have 2 maps left to discover, judging by what I saw right there. So we have found about 3/5 of the map so far, which probably means we're about halfway through the DLC at this point.
Oh no! Are you serious?
Yeah. Honestly, it's going on for even longer than I thought it would. So that's really cool.
Well, that is cool, but I don't want to be halfway through yet.
Yeah. Don't worry, after we're done, we still have a decent amount left to go. We can try out all the new stuff we got.
Oh, good. Okay. Kind of like going shopping.
Yeah.
I like that.
Okay, so... how do we actually... Oh, hello. Who are you? Just a guy reading a book in this horrible place.
Righteous Tarnished. It's been some time. There was one thought I could not dislodge from my mind. So, here I am. Quite unable to move on.
Is this Ansbach? I don't recognize him. Yep, this is him.
After Lord Moke's slaying at his dynastic palace, it appears his body has been absconded with and taken straight to kind Mikola. Surely you recall that I once served Lord Moog as a pureblood knight, after failing him in every regard and losing sight of my vows. I'd do anything to make amends in whatever meager way I can. What could they possibly have in mind for Lord Moog's remains? The implications are rather unnerving.
So he is important.
What could they possibly have in the implicate?
So we were hoping Moog would be important, and it seems that he is.
But he's dead.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want Moog to be dead.
We killed him.
But not for... He comes back. Can't he come back to life?
Well, his body is back.
Well, wait. So, Morgoth could come back. We fought him as a...
Well, that was when we killed him the real time. That was when he was Morgoth, not Margit.
Okay.
And Moog,
That gets a little confusing.
Yeah.
All right. So,
And he was talking to us after we beat him as Margit, and he was basically saying, "I'm going to strangle you." So, like, you kind of knew he wasn't dead after that one.
Yeah.
And after the second time, he was telling us how, basically we killed him. So that time kind of made it clear that, he was dead, yeah.
Okay. Well.
Oh. I'm not sure what that guy meant when he was talking about the implications, because I have no idea what they're going to do with Moog's body.
Ew, I hope they don't put him in a jar. That's just not right. Oh, him coming out with this, I don't know. I'm not going to make that picture. One of those little things with wings.
I don't think they're going to do that. I was thinking maybe, given everything we've been hearing about Bayle and how people are trying to eat him, I was thinking maybe someone is going to try to eat Moog.
No.
Either that or they're going to try to use his body as some kind of
animatronic.
Yeah, something like that, where they're going to turn him into like a Lamentor or a divine beast. Yeah,
he's going to be one of the divine beasts.
Beast dancing Moog.
Oh dear, I'm not sure I want to see that.
It's just Moog, but he does a little pirouette.
He does a jig.
He's like a ballerina still with Moog's frame.
Yeah, I hope they don't do that.
I am curious because I don't know what exactly. I think maybe, given what we know, maybe cannibalism. That's the one thing that really comes to mind. Also, there's some kind of effigy of Queen America hanging right here. So, don't know whether I endorse that or not. Now, I don't really like Queen America, but that just seems like a little bit overboard, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like all these people who are just reading their books. I respect that.
Yeah, and like nothing's going on.
Yep.
Everything's normal.
Uh-huh. Actually,
it was Chris effigy? Marker.
Oh, wait a minute. This is some kind of effigy of Moog. Because of the horn. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't look like it's actually Moog, but probably an omen or a horn scent or something like that. Oh. Carveboards coalesce. I abandoned here my arm dextral, so this is where Mikola left his right arm, I suppose. Storehouse cross message.
Did he leave his right arm because Bayle had to leave his right arm?
I don't think so, because
it's not an arm, but you know what I mean.
Mikola mentioned that he was tearing off pieces of himself, or pieces of himself were already torn off, and he was abandoning them to mark his way or something like that. Message left by Sir Ansbach, addressed to kindred spirits who also pursue Mikola's trail. It would seem that people of the keep have flooded the holy quarter that leads onward to the Erdtree, barring access. However, there is no route that leads there from this storeroom. Perhaps there is a way to reach the holy quarter from somewhere else in this keep. Right, the Holy Quarter. I'm guessing the Holy Quarter is just another word for the church district. Do you agree on that?
Yeah, I'll go with that.
I think they carry across the same meaning.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah. Well, that's not nice.
No, that's very unkind of you.
First, there's no railings on the stairwell, and then you're shooting at me. Oh, okay, goodbye. I'm done complaining at you.
Yeah. It's hard to complain when no one's listening, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, way to not listen.
Yeah.
Throw yourself over.
You forgot. Oh. Okay, this is, again, part of the storeroom.
Yes, and don't do it.
It's not going to hurt the cherries just then. Secret Rite Scroll. That sounds like it will probably be helpful. A scroll made of white tree bark. Few can decipher the scroll, which describes a secret rite of divine gateway said to be found at the tower enshrouded by shadow. A lord will usher in a god's return. The lord's soul will require a vessel.
Few can decipher it because it's empty inside. Like
It's-
Kung Fu
yeah.
Panda.
Yeah, exactly. that would be a very interesting plot twist.
Seriously, these writers had kids in between. There's SpongeBob Plankton, there's Kung Fu Panda Empty Scrolls.
Watch the scroll actually say, like, the secret to gaining access is that you have to cannibalize Moog's body. Moog specifically. We'll be like, well, someone could decipher that earlier, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, this time it looks like we might need to walk across a dragon's head or something like that. Oh, hello again. Your friend earlier kind of knocked himself off a cliff. Wasn't me who did it. He did it to himself. Which I know you probably don't trust me on. But
it's
he
true.
really was just kind of an idiot. It's not my fault.
What you say, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Doesn't exactly seem like he would keep his idiocy a secret.
Or could he even if he wanted to?
Yeah.
It was oozing from his being.
Hmm.
Someone saying, let me see. Fickle, fidgety little fingers.
I should wipe you clean off the page.
I should wipe you clean off the page. What does it mean?
Now, Freya. Don't let it rile you up. Take it slow. Take it slow.
Alright, so Freya is here. That must have been her we heard initially.
By my lord. Will I ever make sense of this jumble?
Is this Freya? No, you don't look like Freya. It sounded like she was talking to someone just then. So Freya's the person we first... I think the first person we encountered in this DLC.
Oh, good bathroom break time.
There?
Since you died.